Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Broverwatch podcast, which of course is the number one Overwatch League podcast for filthy scrubs. Filthy casuals is what I meant to say. Of course, as always, is me here, Adam Cook, with Calder Amos Wood. Calder, how are you doing today?
Nice and filthy, as you recently said, and it's from your mouth.
Do you know why
Starting off hot.
I started the podcast off by saying that this is the number one Overwatch League podcast for filthy casuals?
Why?
Because last episode we caught quite a bit of flack for not knowing any of the names of anyone except the players from the Overwatch League.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people on Reddit.
Wait, where are you getting? Oh, on Reddit.
There were a lot of people on. By a lot of people, I mean like 3 people on Reddit who were saying, "Man, maybe if you don't know any of the names of the players, don't have a podcast." But that's when I realized, we should probably mention that this is for
Overwatch League.
Well, that and neither of us know jack diddly squat. So I pointed out to those people, I said, hey, the name of the podcast is Broverwatch. You know why that's a bad name? Because it's a bad podcast.
Is it a bad name, or are you a bad boy?
Both.
My name is Calder and Adam.
My point is, if you are new here, you are not going to get some expert analysis about every single move that every single player made in every single match of every single game. What you're going to get is 2 boys who love the Overwatch League talking about the Overwatch League news and games.
How did we make a bad team? What was the bad team we made? I like how people criticize you and then just, like, for almost no reason.
There was kind of a reason. I think he said one specific player, wow, you don't even know who that is? I forget who it was.
Nico.
Yeah, that's the one.
Who's Nico?
Exactly, that's the point. That's the point he was trying to make. I probably should have informed you of this beforehand, because now you're salty. But who gives a crap?
You're not going to tell me who Nico is?
No, because I don't know.
In Arabia?
No, because I don't know. I don't know who Nico is.
How do we do this?
I'm not trying to correct ourselves. I'm trying to let people know what this podcast is, and this
kid looks like he's 5 years old. Honestly, look at this person. Look at this little boy. Google Nico Overwatch. He looks like I don't want to say that. But like he looks like you would find him in an elementary school.
I have 17 tabs open for news, so this is taking a while to search. But Calder, I need you to listen to me right now, okay?
But here's another thing.
Wait, here's the thing, you need to listen to me right now, okay? I didn't say this so that we could correct ourselves. I said this so that we could let the people know that we aren't experts.
But here's the problem with this. The one guy knows this guy named Nico. You could have said that about anyone that we didn't know there. Okay? Just because this one guy knows Nico and he's like, oh, wait, you don't know Nico? He doesn't realize that not everyone knows Nico. Because he's a 15-year-old boy from France. Do you think I go Google 15-year-old boys from France for fun? Is that a thing I do? He doesn't even speak my language. I don't even know if he speaks English. Doesn't look like he speaks English.
I will say this, you're not helping our case. Also, to everybody, here is Nico. All right, that's the end of that.
But
Calder. This intro was supposed to take half a second for me to say, guys, we're not experts. We are not analysts. We're not casters. We're just 2 guys who watch the Overwatch League and like to talk about it and figured may as well share it. And now you're angry at this random person online.
I just hate this comment.
Can you read the comment?
He's the stupid. I closed it.
That's fine. Then don't read it. Don't reopen the tab.
No, I'll read it. No, it's okay. It's in my history.
Did I get a sunburn on my bald spot? I definitely did.
Yeah, in your lower back, you little tramp stamp whore. Should have made the title, I don't know who that is. Pretty off-putting to hear that constantly, especially considering one of them was Nico.
Yeah. It's fine.
He doesn't like say anything constructive. He just says, "Oh, it's off-putting."
He does say that we should change the name of our podcast to "Don't Know Who That Is."
That's not constructive. That's just very bad marketing.
I'm just trying to find a positive in this because you're very angry.
Also, he doesn't tell us who Nico is. He just says Nico. Oh, you don't know Nico. You don't know our friend Mike.
Here's the point he was trying to make.
I'm tingling.
We should have done our research before the episode and figured out who each of these people are.
Here's the thing, though. We both have full-time jobs. What do you want to bet that this person's 15 years old and has nothing to do with in their life?
That's what I was trying to say at the beginning of the podcast before you went on a friggin' rant.
I just hate everyone.
Guys,
I don't understand.
No, how about guys? We are not experts. We both have full-time jobs and are going to go to school next year, so that'll be pretty much a full-time job is going to school, except we're paying money instead of making money.
I'm going to work.
Yeah, you'll be working. You'll have even less time than me. The point is, we're busy boys. And in our spare time, we like to talk about the Overwatch League. And we figured, hey, let's record it and put it on the internet for others to listen to if they want to. If you don't like it, don't listen. If you do like it,
most of the people on the world already do that.
If you like it, hey, stick around.
Don't listen.
We're fans. We do have one person who's been commenting on all of our recent videos and saying she loves it.
Shout out to Jenny.
Shout out to Jenny. Jenny. Shout out to Jenny.
I'm gonna try and like all your comments because you're a real one.
Now
also, I like that person that commented the 5 teams and then said you're welcome.
Yeah.
Like there are so many people in the comments that are like, can you just comment the 5 teams, please? And he's like, guys, here you go. You're welcome. We also did get like 15% view retention on that video.
That's not bad.
Which is one of our highest, actually. So.
But it's also one of our most disliked videos, so that's interesting.
Oh, yeah, we got 3 dislikes.
Now that we've had...
It's because they didn't know who Nico was. That's why they disliked it so much.
Remember when you and I said, hey, let's make this a fast one? Now that we have... now that we're 8 minutes into the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about some news. To start things off, Fissure has been in the news. We're going to talk about games a bit later, but just as context for what we're about to talk about, the Gladiators announced that Fissure would not be playing in the first match, or the second match, or the third match, or the rest of the playoffs. And everyone was like, what? And they were like, don't worry, iRemix has been scrimming with us a lot, and we trust that he's very good. And he did do very well. But unfortunately, the Gladiators got knocked out, so a bunch of people freaked out and said, blah, this is Fissure's fault. Blah, this is the coaching team's fault for kicking Fissure. And there was just a lot of drama. Then Slasher came in and said a bunch of things. So we're kind of going to get into that right now. Fissure posted a post on the competitive Overwatch subreddit saying, hello Reddit, I'm Fissure. I'm going to end this long fight. I do not know if you need anything, but I'll sort it out here. And he says, first, LA Gladiators Fissure is not playing tonight. Source, Fissure was unhappy with players on the team not trying hard enough in scrims. As preparation for the playoffs and stopped communicating in scrims, Gladiators chose to play iRemix instead. And he says his answer to that is a tweet. He linked a tweet from TIS Robin, who kind of does translations for all the Korean players, tweets and streams. And pretty much what he said was, I didn't know my absence would impact the community this much. About Slasher's statement, okay, first of all, Slasher pretty much said, Fissure was upset with the team and stopped communicating in scrims and just wasn't cooperative at all. And was pretty much being a big old man baby, is what Slasher said. And then Fissure says, about Slasher's comment, what bullshit is this? I'm just the team's... it's just that the team's scrim results were better with iRemix in this meta. So he's saying, there's no drama, it's just iRemix is better in this meta. He goes into that later in the comment post. Yeah. He says, right now, a team-oriented main tank is better in the team. He fit better in the scrims with the meta, so he's pretty much saying he has a more aggressive play style. iRemix is more team-oriented, which is important for this meta. The team told me that if I don't try this way harder, I wouldn't be able to participate in playoffs. So pretty much, I guess they said, hey, if you don't try to be more team-oriented, you're not playing in playoffs. He said, I responded that I won't have any complaints. I sent the team person all the scrim recordings. If I wasn't trying hard, I wouldn't have asked that. Slasher said, I want to move to a different team. It's more like I preferred unifying the language in Overwatch League teams, either Korean or all English. So he's saying he didn't ask to be put on another team. He just stated that he thinks that teams should have one language, whether it be Korean or whether it be English or Swedish or whatever. They should have one language so that the communication's a lot better.
Mm-hmm. And he clarified that in the comments. He said, I think it's good for a team to be unified in language, Korean, English or Korean. It is this Judas who spread rumors that I'm going out of the team, but there is no fixed one.
He called Slasher Judas. That made me so happy.
I know.
This Judas. I love that. The team asked me if I would like it if all the other players were changed to Korean in the Los Angeles Gladiators. I responded, it would be better for the org to just replace me with an English player rather than switching all other players to Korean. This was the truth, but somehow the rumor went out of hand. In other words, the team supported my opinion the most, but I thought that for the Los Angeles Gladiators as a whole, it wasn't going to be beneficial. Even if we changed all players to Korean, it would be hard to change the coaching staff. I didn't just downright say that I want to get out of the team. I just stated my slight preference in Overwatch League. Nothing was firm or decided. So yeah. He just stated his opinion. He didn't say he wants off the team. Yeah. I didn't want to say anything publicly because of this concern, rumors becoming exaggerated, but Slasher's tweet was so BS that I had to turn the stream on. So yeah, he said, I think he said all this in a stream.
Yeah, it's his translation from a stream.
Yeah. So he just got really fed up. He didn't say anything because he didn't want rumors to spread, and then rumors spread anyway, so he came out and said something. Mm-hmm. I didn't want this to stream at first because it would prove that I was lacking knowledge in the current meta compared to iRemix, haha. So he was just a little embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally all that is I didn't want to admit that iRemix was better than me in this meta.
Mm-hmm.
iRemix,
and then he also... Oh, just go.
Okay, iRemix will most likely participate in all playoff matches. iRemix is a very good player. I hope Los Angeles Gladiators have good results. Is the end of that.
And then in the comments of his Reddit post, he goes into a little more detail saying, my playstyle makes it come out with great ability and great damage. So he's an aggressive, high damage player. But this Hanzo meta fucked up the main tank, so we need more stable play. So you can't just be running out there because you're going to get blasted by Hanzo's storm arrows.
Yeah.
Or Zarya's big beam.
Yeah.
If you play like that.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. So another thing that he talked about was people were asking why he didn't even come to the stadium, because he tweeted saying that him and Asher were at home. They weren't even they were at the Gladiators' house watching the game. They weren't even at the stadium. or at the arena. So he said that the team said, they asked, what should we do tomorrow? And the team said, it's up to you. If you want to stay home, stay home. If you want to come to the arena, come to the arena. And they were like, oh, if it doesn't matter, then we'll just stay home. Which, in my personal opinion, I think they should have been told to go. Because who knows? You know? And also support your team, right?
Yeah.
Third, why choose to stay home? There's no reason to do so. Answer, I'm sorry, but I did not pick. Asher talked to the team manager. If you do not like me, just tell me I hate... Wait. If you just don't like me, just tell me I just hate Fissure. That's better for me.
Little dramatic there.
Yep. If there's anything else you need, please write it in the comments.
This is him, like, typing these answers in English, if you haven't read the Reddit post.
Yeah. Also, he was very angry at this point, because it was like the peak of the slasher stuff that he hated. Which it prompts this line, I do not know how long my mental stays. I get hurt, but I want to misunderstand you.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna go crazy. So
and then another point, someone was like, Fissure, I'm confused. I can't understand your English. And then he just didn't answer them.
I think he responded with a smiley face or something, but he didn't
like
try to
answer.
He didn't try to fix it. Yeah. So we're gonna go through not all, but most of these responses, just comment by comment. Do you plan to stay on the Gladiators in future seasons? Do you plan to stay on the Gladiators in future seasons? We talk after the playoffs with a little vacation right now. I'm not sure. So he's saying I need time. I don't know. Next comment. Do you have any comments on that?
No.
Okay. Hey, Fissure. I know there's a lot of drama going on and all, but remember to have a nice break. You deserve it after working hard this season. Actually, I need to have a good break. Thank you. Hey, you need to have a good break. Actually, I do need to have a good break.
There's also a lot of like TY so much big smiley face.
Yeah, he says TY a lot. Thank you.
He also says,
I believe this was at the very end of like when he cut it, like he stopped answering questions. He said, it's hard to do for about an hour, and what I want to say is that I really want to get closer to people. There's more to this week than to toxic for my life, but it's okay. I still love you guys. So he's saying, you guys have been toxic, but this has been nice. I am glad to have a better time to solve your misunderstanding. Have a good day, guys. I love you, smiley face. So,
and then,
I was just going to say, I think this post, he's just saying this post like helped him out a lot more than he thought it would. Like it made him feel a lot better. Because not everyone was being like, you're garbage.
And then he also said, someone said, Fissure, take some time to yourself and don't worry about the loud mouth haters. Oh yeah, that makes sense now. I didn't get that for a second. I feel so dumb. And then he said, they are people too. I want to be a little closer with them. So he likes his haters. You know what they say? Love the haters.
He always has been a bit of a like, he pokes the bear, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
a wild side boy.
Next question. First off, I love your main tank play. Always exciting to watch. But what about this meta made it difficult or whatever for you? My playstyle, make it come out. This I didn't understand, but the next part makes more sense. With great ability and great damage, but this Hanzo... Oh, you already read this.
Yep.
He's pretty much saying, Hanzo bad.
Let's move on to another story, because we've been on this one for a little while.
We're going to read a couple more.
Oh, okay. So
Fissure, why didn't they let you split scrim time with iRemix? I know you said he's better for the meta, but yesterday we saw Neptuno playing with an illness because he straight up had a kidney stone and tonsillitis during the match and got a Mercy 4K, which is insane.
Like Michael Jordan in that one game.
Sure, don't know. But
He
okay.
played a game with the flu and he scored like 50 points.
Nice. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, maybe even as low as 30, 70, but they should have prepared for anything if anything happens to iRemix. Your words make me a little more mature, you are right. And then he responded saying, "Oh, sorry, I forgot. Thank you, smiley face."
Just so you know.
Just so you know, I'm also happy and thank you. Fissure,
One second, thank you.
Fissure, we're all just trying to figure out what happened. No one is here simply to hate you. Oh, yeah, and then you said, hope you guys get better. This is why you shouldn't have read all the comments in the middle. I love you, Fissure.
Oh,
Thank you,
I'm sorry
smiley
that I
face.
wanted to break up your 15 minutes of talking.
At least I didn't take 8 minutes to get mad at a comment.
Less than 8 minutes is left. Next story.
Nice.
I'm getting bored.
Can you elaborate? Dude, can you elaborate on what you said about having a full, this is important, about having a full Korean speaking team or a full English speaking team? How important is it to have a unified language on a team for you? Thanks in advance for answering all these questions. I think it is good to have a team that has a unified language, English or Korean. It is this Judas, I know you already read this, but this is my favorite comment. It is this Judas who spread rumors that I am going out of the team, but there is no fixed one. Slasher is Judas Omega lol, says R44.
Are we good? Have you satisfied your cravings for these comments?
This is
or do you
literally
want
the last
more?
one. Bren commented saying, "Hello, Fissure, can you buy me bike, please?" And Fissure commented, "Scared face." Or is it scared?
It was like,
He goes,
Are we allowed? Can I bring the people to another part of the park, or are you going to
Yes.
just keep talking about
Pretty
these?
much everyone's on, most people are on Fissure's side. There you go. Next.
Overwatch League. We missed this story because of when we recorded, but they put the playoffs, and they're going to be putting the rest of the playoffs, on ESPN3 and Disney XD.
Yes.
We got some numbers for how they did on Disney XD, and it's pretty impressive. Total viewers, 127,000. But you look at me and you're like, what does that even mean? Well, they came in 145th with that's a Nielsen rating. I don't even know what that means. But basically, they were top 150, and Disney XD never hits 150 on Fridays. Top 150 on Fridays.
Yeah.
So this is very good for Disney XD. Also very good for Overwatch League.
Because in total, they had around 217,000 viewers.
On the English stream. That doesn't even count the Asian ones.
Yeah. And that was just Disney XD. That doesn't count ESPN3.
No. So.
Also, I don't think that counts MLG or YouTube. Because
so
now
either.
it's on YouTube now. Because ESPN is on YouTube, so like they stream on YouTube. So YouTube, ESPN, MLG, and
Twitch.
Well, this number's including Twitch.
Oh.
So 217,000
and the
plus those three.
The BattleNet client, if you watch it on there.
I think that counts as Twitch, though.
Oh. Yeah, well, this is great.
Yeah, it's really
I got
good.
my girlfriend to watch it. She started cheering for Boston, and they lost.
That felt bad.
Yeah. But she was into it.
But she was into it.
It was fun.
That was very fun. Calder and Hillary... Can I say her name?
I think we've said her name before.
Okay, Calder and Hillary were Snapchatting me throughout the game. And it was very fun.
Mostly just her.
I wasn't going to watch the game, and then I was like, but it's fun because it's like I'm watching with someone.
And guess what? Maybe we do a live stream on the grand finals.
I think that would be very good. 0 viewers on the live stream, but then we could upload the live stream.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If you live stream, you can't live stream with another live stream in the live stream. Because then people will watch your live stream and start watching their live stream. So what we can do,
we have 2 weeks to figure
what Jane does sometimes, and I think XQC's done it too, is you just live stream, but you don't have anything on the screen, so that people can have like 2 windows open and they can watch both, and just drop our quality down to like 360p so that it's not lagging the other one, because we don't need to be in good quality. You just need to hear us. You know what I mean?
And we also don't want us to be in good quality because we're ugly.
Yeah, that's more of like a viewer thing. Like, you don't want to see us. You know what I mean?
But it's good. Good for the Overwatch League.
It's very good. Unfortunately, I don't think it's in Canada yet because both of us went on Disney XD and it was showing friggin' Lego Star Wars: The Freemaker Adventures repeats.
Good to know that you know they're repeats.
It said repeats in the.
I didn't look at it.
Anyway, so hopefully it comes soon, but this is great. Yeah. And we should mention that it's a 2-year deal. So all of next season is going to be on Disney XD, and I'm assuming ESPN3. But ESPN1, the number one, just ESPN, is going to be broadcasting the grand finals,
which is exciting.
And I believe the finals, like just the finals.
Same thing?
No, I mean like
the finals.
I guess the semifinals.
Oh. It could be like...
Oh, yeah, all the finals. So, like,
so the
Friday
first
and
day
the Saturday.
And next. Yeah.
So that's huge. That's huge. Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. Anyway, next story. This is a sad one.
This is a very sad one. We probably should have started with this so we get happier. But we'll get into happy games in a sec.
A little effect news is, if you're a longtime viewer, which none of you are, there was some stuff going on with Effect. I guess you'd know it if you were just... Anyway,
if you're in the Overwatch League community.
Yeah. Effect was having some troubles earlier this year, and then he recently went on stream and came out basically saying that he's gotten worse. His mental state's gotten worse.
Which is weird. Like, when I heard this, I was surprised because I thought like 3 months ago he was saying, I feel a lot happier.
Yeah. But then he goes into why and gives like real insight into it. So I don't want us to read this whole thing just because it'll take too long. But the bones are his relationship with his family isn't going great. He broke up with his girlfriend because like he was just not able to mentally keep up with it.
He wasn't able to like provide for her while also providing his like...
His temper's gotten pretty bad, worse than it was before. And overall, it seems like he's suffering from a little depression. Yeah. And then a bit of bipolar too. I'm not like trying to diagnose him. It's just like from what I read and
from what people I know.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like he's going to play pro again, unless his mental condition recovers. But he thinks that, quote, he thinks that day probably won't come, which is sad because he was amazing to watch.
Less sad that he won't ever play again. That is sad, but more sad that he thinks his mental state will never get better. Like he says, he doesn't think the day will come where his mental state is good.
Yeah.
Which is incredibly sad. I think he should absolutely at least take season 2 off and not play.
Well, he needs to get help. Like, this isn't...
Yeah. But
it's not...
From what I read and from what I heard, it doesn't sound like he's seeking help or accepting help when offered. And that's what scares me.
Yeah. The sad thing is, like, it doesn't seem like he has someone close to him.
Yeah.
That'll be like, what are you doing? We need to take you some.
I feel like since he said his anger is, like, getting worse, I feel like if anybody was like, hey, you need some help, he'd probably just be like, no, I don't. I'm fine. Even though he knows he's not fine.
The good thing is he's acknowledging it now.
Yeah.
Which if he wasn't, then like it'd still be a problem. So it does sound like we're trying to diagnose him, which I don't want this to sound like because of how serious it is. But it's just, we both want him to feel better.
Yeah, we're not trying to diagnose him. We're just saying he should definitely not in my opinion, I don't think he should play next season.
No, you definitely shouldn't.
And then, depending how he feels after that, we'll see. But he should definitely. We're not diagnosing him, but he should go to someone who might be able to figure out what can actually help.
Even said in here, the drugs aren't working, so that alludes to him having gotten help, but sort of losing faith in that help, which is dangerous for someone with such a fragile mental state.
I feel like he should go to someone who's not trying to find a way to fix it, and start just finding someone to talk to about it. Like, I feel like he went to someone who's like, try these pills, right? And that's not who you want. Like, sure, maybe they'll help, but like, that's not who you want with something like this. You want someone who's gonna like be able to fix it up here, not fix it because you took a specific medicine, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so everybody, keep your thoughts and prayers with effect, because clearly, like, he's talked about how he's talked about how much he loves playing pro, but like, it's not good for him right now. Anyway, we shouldn't talk too much about this anymore, because what else is there to
Mister,
say?
I want to talk about Fissure for 65 minutes.
Well, I just mean, Fissure had a lot to say, and yes, Effect had a lot to say, but I feel like his word. If you want to know,
if you want to hear him
said,
say it, just read the translation.
Yeah, here, pause the video right now. Here, I think our faces might be in the way. Pause the video right now. Oh wait,
you're great.
Pause the video right now if you want to read the whole thing, and done. Cool. There we go.
All right.
Now on to the games.
Quarterfinal number 1, Philly and Boston. Do you want to go through each game?
We'll go through each game.
Okay. So on Wednesday, played their first game. This game, it seems like the only reason they lost so badly is because they just couldn't defend a payload.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching, that was the weakest part of their game. They crushed them on control. They didn't crush them on assault. I think they won on an assault, right? They won on an assault, but it was like a momentum thing, right? Because Philly's that kind of momentum team.
Yeah.
So Dorado, they just got smothered. Eichenwald, just weak defense.
It was a sad game. Because Boston just didn't really do anything to fight back.
Yeah. It was just kind of a weak showing for a team that we hoped would have taken the time off to like really improve. But then they come swinging on Friday.
Are we following each series, or are we going game by game?
I was going to go series by.
Okay, we'll just do that then.
Because if we go game by game, then it's like, what series are we? On the first game on Friday, they looked very good.
They did look very good.
Again, couldn't defend a cart really.
Everyone was smiling. I mean, they defended a cart on Junkertown.
Philly got 4 points.
Yeah. But they did it.
Barely. And they were so close to getting that 5th point, too. They were like 0.3 meters away.
That was intense.
Yeah. My girlfriend was going crazy.
This whole game was crazy.
Yeah.
It was so back and forth. And it was like, holy crap, Boston looks great.
Yeah. Boston looked amazing.
And then
they take a 5-minute break and they shit the bed.
Uh-oh.
They go back to, oh no, we can't defend a cart no more, puppy.
Well, they win the Junkertown again, so it's like, wow, dude.
Yeah.
And then they get,
I guess, reverse swept. Is that a reverse sweep?
It's not really a reverse sweep.
But it like kind of is.
But they lost every match after that.
Yeah.
So then Philly is now facing New York in the semifinals.
And I've seen that a lot of the players aren't putting New York as heavy, heavy favorites. So this might be a betting game, boys and girls. Maybe put some money on Philly to see if they win. Because Philly has...
I do think if
Philly
any...
has given New York a fight.
I will say if any team was going to knock Philly out or knock New York out pre-finals, I feel like it was going to be Philly.
Well, this is the only chance for anyone to knock them out pre-finals. I guess you're saying if Boston got in, they wouldn't have won. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The next series, just kind of, whoever won the game just kind of crushed it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you picking up what I'm putting up?
I'm picking up.
On Wednesday, Gladiators come out, shields up. No one can stop them.
Dude, Gladiators looked so good. They did that flank route. If you haven't looked up the flank route, look up Gladiators flank, and it'll come up.
It's on Kings Row.
Because it was absolutely legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about this play for a second?
Yeah.
So, Surefour, well, we should say, first of all, on on Lijiang, they played this specific comp, and it happened to include Brigida. And then on Kings Row, on attack, they're playing the same meta. Or sorry, the same comp.
Mm-hmm.
Surefour's on Brigida. They all run out. They go left into the library or whatever you want to call it. Then they go through the arches on Kings Row. Then they go even further. Uber's like, oh, maybe they're going to go like right up the stairs back into that like little building like right beside the point. No, they go even further away from the point. They go all the way to the stairs to go up to above the like point. And it's like, what are they doing? Yeah. And then
they get that high ground.
Mr. X goes, I mean, maybe Surefour switches to Widow, because at this point, Uber's like, Surefour's sitting in spawn.
Mm-hmm.
And Surefour's just sitting there AFK, and apparently everyone at the Blizzard Arena was like, wait, is he like actually AFK? Is like keyboard not working right now? But then, sure enough, he switches to Widowmaker, goes up to the top of that thing. They waited for long enough for London to be able to see that they had Brigida on their team, so that they'd be like, oh, they're pushing with Brigida up to the top. And then they saw them and they're like, yeah, let's kill them. And then that's when Surefour switches to Widow, goes up, pops.
You should be a caster.
It's so good, my dude.
But they crushed it on this first game.
London looked weak.
Yeah. But then here's the thing. You get into Saturday, and Saturday, yikes.
This was a yikes, my boy.
London 3-0'd them twice. And Gladiators barely put up a fight.
Here's the thing. First 3-0, it was 2-1, 2-0, 3-0. Not even a fight.
Yeah.
Then it was like, dude, maybe they'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because
maybe they'll pull Philly.
Philly won the first one. Then Boston won the second one. Philly won the third one. Maybe they'll do that. Nope. 3-0 or 3-2, 2-0. And then they made it seem like they were going to get it in a 5-4, but didn't. And the thing is, it was pretty lackluster, because when they did eventually lose, they were all in their spawn. Pretty much.
Oh, so like they didn't even know overtime or anything.
But it wasn't even like it was a team kill. It wasn't like a big epic end. London just got it.
Oh.
And I was like, cool.
Ooh.
Anyway, I'm happy for London because I like all those boys. But man, I was pulling for the Glads.
I kind of wanted Gladiators to win. That would have been a fun little semifinal.
So those were all the games, but what does this mean for the brackets? Well, the Philadelphia Fusion are going to be facing the New York Excelsior. Should be an interesting match. I don't think It's going to be a blowout, but I do still think that New York's going to win.
There's a slight chance Philly wins because, like, they do seem to have another gear that they can go into in the right conditions. So if that happens, then
and New York
better watch out.
Hasn't really been trying, and they might not even know how to try anymore.
Mm-hmm. Which I hope doesn't happen because I'd like to see them.
Yeah,
that very well could happen.
If New York chokes and loses to Philly, that would be the most lackluster end to the Overwatch League ever.
It's like the Warriors winning 73 games and then not winning the NBA title.
If New York isn't going to win, they have to not win in the grand finals.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. Otherwise, it's a lackluster ending.
Like, if they didn't sandbag for the last couple of weeks, like I would have said they have to win the finals.
Yeah.
Not for any real reason, just so that I'm satisfied.
Yeah. So this also means
because you know what matters is if I'm satisfied.
So this means that London is going to be facing LA Valiant in the semifinals. This is going to be the match that I'll be paying more attention to because that excites me.
Also, quick note: the 2 lowest seeds and the 2 highest seeds are in the playoffs. The middle seeds got knocked out.
Yeah.
Interesting. Doesn't usually happen in sport.
But it's exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
It is very exciting. Who are you rooting for out of these 4?
I don't know. Do you have one?
I do have one.
You can say it first.
Here's the thing. New York should win because they're the best team. Philadelphia, I like Poco. And Carpe has worked hard.
How do you not like Carpe?
No, I'm saying he's worked hard.
So you don't like
So he
it?
deserves it.
Oh, we didn't even mention the MVP.
Oh, Jjonak won MVP.
Jjonak. Oh, okay. Give me.
What do you mean,
give me? Talking.
Jjonak won MVP. Give me. Jjonak won MVP because why would he? Like maybe Carpe wins, maybe Fissure wins. It would have been awkward if Fissure won because he wasn't even there. But dude, imagine that if he was only there to accept the MVP thing, and then they pulled him in for the game and won the game, and he was only there because he was going to accept. That would be insane. But yeah, Jjonak won because obviously Jjonak's going to win, and technically, he also won Rookie of the Year because he's never played in a professional Overwatch team.
He was on the ladder.
Yeah. So New York should win. So I kind of want them to win because they should win. Philly, I like Poco, and Carpe's worked hard. London, they're kind of like the underdog good boys. I feel like they're the good boys. Like, they're the nice boys. You know what I mean?
London?
Yeah. Like, I look at them and
they did cut half their team before the playoffs.
Yeah, but they also weren't. But I look at, like, Badoshin. I look at Prophet. Look at Birdring. And I'm like, these are some nice boys. Jester.
Mm-hmm.
These are some nice boys. So they're...
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, I'd say the LA Valiant. I want the LA Valiant to win.
I think I want London to do the come from behind, win the first and the last thing in the league.
I don't want that to happen because
I'd kind of like.
Here's the thing: if London gets in, I'll be happy. But I want LA Valiant to get in because they said they're gonna avenge their Gladiator brothers, and I just like the Valiant. I like Agilities. I like Custa. I like all those boys.
Now here's a little thing that we didn't talk about: MVP voting. I'm going to tell you...
can you link it to me?
Okay. I've got some of the top candidates here.
Because I feel like this should be shown.
Obviously, Jjonak. Carpe, Fissure. There's Agilities. He got a first place vote. Striker got a couple. Sabiobi got a couple. And then we have some, strange votes from some teams like...
I'd like
Tyrone.
He only voted for people for his own team.
Like Muma, Jake, and Coolmat. Interesting.
Yeah. As someone
And then
who is a Houston Outlaws
Moon.
fan, it is very weird that Tyrong only voted for Outlaws.
Why is that weird? He's the coach.
Yes, but you're supposed to
Guess
vote
who
for the
else?
best
Guess who
player.
else? But what about this? Moon, coach of the
Where
Valiant,
did you post
voted
it, by the
for.
way? Did you?
I sent it to you on Discord.
You know that doesn't work because now I have to minimize our cameras.
Well, oh well. Moon
Things are
voted
about to
for
get weird,
Space,
ladies and
Kareev, and
gentlemen.
Fate. Three Valiants. I don't know what you call a Valiant. Oh, Gesture got a vote too from London Spitfire. Changoon. Ooh. Also, Kong from the Shanghai Dragons did not vote for a Shanghai Dragon. Interesting.
Well, because you're not supposed to vote for the people on your team. You're supposed to vote for the best.
But Ashley O from Polygon voted for Jjonak, Fleta, and Dia. Huh?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, I didn't know Action Esports gets a vote. That's cool.
Here's
It's a
an
small
interesting
channel.
tidbit that I noticed that nobody else in the Reddit comments noticed.
What?
Malik gets a vote. Puckett gets a vote. Soe does not get a vote. And a lot of people on Reddit, when I commented that, were like, Soe deserves a vote just as much as Malik does. They're both just on-screen talent, you know? Yes, they know about the game. In fact, no offense to Malik, but I'd actually argue that Soe has more knowledge of the game and the players than Malik does, because she has to conduct all the interviews.
Yeah. It could. Yeah, Malik, I don't. Why is Malik on there?
Here's the thing.
I'm fine with Puckett.
I think Malik should get a vote, but I also think Soe should get a vote because they said that the talent of the Overwatch League would vote. She is part of the talent of the Overwatch League. I just don't understand.
Or maybe she was.
Interesting.
It makes sense that Puckett gets a vote.
Yeah.
Like I see him as different from Malik and Soe.
Yeah.
But yeah, if one gets a vote, the other should. Interesting.
Yeah.
Stupid. Dumb. Poop.
Poop. Let's see if there's any cool ones on here. Yeah, the Valiant coach voted for Space, Kareev, and Fate.
Fusion voted for Carpe over Jjonak. Fusion coach.
Makes sense. Here's Tyrong. Houston Outlaws voted for Mooma, Jake, and Cool Matt. Mooma, I understand if you say him. Jake, maybe put him as a 3. Cool Matt, maybe put him as a 3.
Would you have put Linkser on there?
Yeah. Did Linkser get any?
No, I don't think so.
I think Linkser might have gotten like.
No, Linkser's not on here.
Nope, Linkser got nothing. How many did Giguri get? Giguri got 3.
I see 1.
She got.
Yeah.
She got 3 third places.
That's good.
Who gave her those? GameSpot, NetEasy iPlay, and .esports.
Oh, Gamsu got. Malik voted for Carpe, Jjonak, and Gamsu.
Yeah. Semler's is interesting. Semler voted for Sabiel B. Fissure, Jjonak, which is kind of cool. Obviously, Sabiel will be like a good choice, but I was just surprised to see.
I'm surprised by how many agilities there are on here.
Yeah, here, let's see.
Or there's 4 agilities.
There's a first
That's more
place,
than I would have thought
a
there
second
were.
place, a third place, and a third place.
Oh, Mickey got.
Yeah, Mickey
at
got
least
one.
Yeah. I forgot about Mickey.
I didn't.
Should we cut this off soon?
Yeah. Anyway, so this is very cool. Jjonak won. Jjonak deserved it, hands down. Like, if you look here, Jjonak got most of the first places. He got quite a few second and third places. Jjonak deserved to win. Like, once it...
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Carpe and Fissure also deserved to win, but if either of them won, still in the back of my mind, I would have been like, probably should have been Jjonak.
Deserves. And
So I'm glad
what I
Jjonak
thought just after he got it was, unless he gets it again, I don't see another support getting it for a while.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to see, maybe a tank next year. That'd be kind of cool.
That would
tank
be cool.
DPS next year.
That would be very
Or
cool.
maybe just Jjonak again.
Or XQC if he's in the league.
That's not allowed. Blizzard would never allow that.
No. Oh, also, just a real quick aside. Before we went on this, I was watching his stream on my phone. And I did not realize that I was on my mobile data, not my Wi-Fi. I was watching an HD live stream on my phone with my mobile data, and I got a text today saying that I used 50% of my data, which is 2 gigs. 10 minutes later, I used 90%. I used almost a gig of data just watching a live stream. Luckily, the month is halfway through. And before that, I'd only used 400 megabytes, and I have 400 megabytes left.
Well,
So,
don't
it
make
should be
your mom
fine.
pay the extra $50 or whatever.
No, I'm saying it should be fine. I should be able to make it.
Anyway.
All right.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Broverwatch podcast. Keep in mind, we are not professionals
you're
or
gonna
experts.
Sorry I don't know Nico. Okay?
1, we'll try to do our research better next time. 2,
Or maybe we won't.
yeah, maybe we won't.
I don't care about French boys.
The point is, thank you for tuning into the podcast. If you like it, thank you. If you don't like it, we forgive you. Thank you for watching the podcast, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, Nico.